So to start this tutorial off, you're going to need to open up iMovie and make sure that under Preferences, Show Advanced Tools is on. So the first thing you want to do is have a clip of yourself shooting a gun of some sorts, or in my case, just shooting a little plastic airsoft gun. You know, nothing fancy. And honestly, iMovie isn't the best program for doing this kind of thing, but this is probably like the best case scenario kind of thing where it'll come out. So there's that. So the first thing we're gonna do is gonna go to File, New Project, and just name it something like MF for Muzzle Flash, or even name it Muzzle Flash. I mean, just anything will work. Something that you'll be able to remember. So what we're going to do is we're going to find the footage we like. So I'm going to take from here to here. And I'm going to drop it down. Now the next thing we want to do is we want to find the frame right where the muzzle flash would be. So probably right here. Hold down Control and click, say, add freeze frame. Hold down the freeze frame, Control click. Yeah, never mind. So now we have this freeze frame here. So now it looks like this. That's perfect. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to Safari and we're going to get a muzzle flash. So you can just go to Google and type in muzzle flash. You don't need to have any pre-keyed things. This will work fine. That's what I used. Just click it, hold it, drag it, drop it. And then you can just X out of Safari. Now we're going to go to GIMP, which is a shareware. It's free. You can get it online. And we're going to open up the muzzle flash. Open it. Assign. Make sure you click Assign. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to Colors and click Color to Alpha. Now mine is white. It's white right now, so it looks like this. This is probably what yours will look like too. So what we want to do is we want to click on this white bar here and grab this little crosshair type thing, drag it all the way to the left. Hit OK. So now you can see the entire muzzle flash, but the background is checkered. Hit OK. So it looks like this. The checkered background you see here means there's nothing there. It just means that's like empty space. So we just want to minimize that for now. And now, actually, before you minimize it, go File, Open. No, don't do that. I take that back. We're going to go to iMovie, and we're going to find this. If you can't find it, go click play, and just wait until the screenshot comes. Hit pause. Do a Command Shift 3. And what's going to happen is now on your desktop there should be a screenshot. And we want that screenshot. And what we're going to do is going to go to this here, the muzzle flash. Go to File, Open, and open up that screenshot and click Convert. So here's our screenshot. Now what we're going to do is click Edit Copy on the muzzle flash. Go back to our screenshot again and click Edit Paste. Now we have this. Now you can resize it however you want, whatever you think makes it look realistic. move it to where it should be, etc., etc. You know, make it bigger, make it smaller, do anything you want with it. Just make it look realistic however you want it. So now we gotta go back to the tool. Oh, no, click scale. Now go back to the toolbox. Double click on the move tool, this one where it's 4 different directional arrows. And if you see, if I have my cursor over the muzzle flash itself, it's the 4 different arrows. If I move it out of there, you start to see this little anchor sign next to my cursor. Just move it out of the selection zone and double click, and it anchors it. So now we're going to go File, Save As, and on the desktop, I'll save it as augmented screenshot. Make sure it's not a PNG. You will want to save it like a PNG, but save it as a JPEG. And it's going to ask you, or usually it'll ask you if you want to export it, just say export. Now we can X out of both of those. Don't worry about saving the muzzle flash. So now we have this on our desktop. So now this is where iPhoto comes in. I'm going to go to iPhoto, go to File, Import to Library, and take that augmented screenshot and import. So now we have to go back to iMovie, go to this little camera here. Last import should be augmented screenshot. We're going to take that, going to drag it on top of the original photo, and click replace. Now, it's likely that it'll be Ken Burns like this. So what you want to do is you want to double click on this crop symbol up in the corner and say crop. Go to crop and just take it as far back as you can, or as wide as you can. So, there you have it. And just say done. Make sure there's no black around the edges. I might want to do that. So now you have this, which is good. If you look, the brightness is probably different, which is good because the room would probably get brighter, but we want to make it even brighter. So go to Clip Adjustments, Video Effect, do Glow, because that'll make it brighter. And for the duration, do 0.1, which is as short as you can tell it to go. Say done. Now, we can still make this shorter though. And to do that, we select about this much. If any more, it'll delete the picture all in itself. So just hit delete. And now the clip is even shorter, and it should look a little like this. So you hear that little pause. To get rid of that, you can just slide this back, slide this down. And make sure under iMovie Preferences, you have Show Advanced Tools. That's important. So yeah, now you have this. Which looks pretty good. Now, I went onto findsounds.com and got a sound that sounded like this. And that's what I'm going to use for this, just because it's just a test. So just drag the sound to where you want it to be. You can move it a little bit. And this is what your final product will likely look like.